Hey, welcome back, guys. So, story number 3 coming up tonight, and I just know how much you guys love the stories, the working man stories. So, for story number 3 tonight, we're gonna go back to another story of something I did nice, and basically, like if there's one thing in life I respect, it's another hardworking guy, a guy that's been working hard his whole life, just like me. That's something I truly, truly have respect for. So, let me think here. All these stories are true, so I kind of got to remember how things went as I go. But this one is a pretty good story. Basically, let me walk you back before I even start. If you go back on my channel here, you will find a few videos that are called Wiener Fights. Now, Wiener is my neighbor Preston, and Preston has been his nickname has been Wiener for life because he's always sold the hot dogs and sausages. He's a hot dog guy, right? So everybody calls him Wiener Man, and he likes that nickname. So it kind of goes good for the YouTube videos, you know. Preston will come out and we do a little wiener fight where he'll take me on doing different things, flipping the tire, loading the tire, throwing a shot put, this, that, lifting heavy weights, doing I got some videos of him doing the farmer's carry with me and stuff, you know. So we've had these little wiener wars and they're pretty cool and you can go back and see those. But this story is because of Preston that this story happened. Sorry, Wiener, whichever you want to call him. So anyways, Preston moves in here, and I've been here where I live about 13 years or so. There is one, two, three, 4 units in this whole place, and all 4 of us all do have our own driveways, by the way. So, Preston moves in, and not long after he moves in, he works out a deal where he's getting this the shed built, so he's got somewhere to put all his stuff, because he takes off in the winter overseas to go spend the winter with his wife, and then he comes back to Canada. He's Canadian. He comes back to work in the summer, eh? So he gets this feller to come and build a shed. Now this guy that shows up on a Saturday, this guy doesn't work full time anymore. Somewhat retired guy, right? Older than me, you know. He's a lot older than me. Maybe not a lot, but he's definitely older anyways. So this guy shows up, and I'm watching. This is Saturday morning in the summer. So I'm up, I'm around, I'm doing my yard work, taking care of my animals, doing stuff, you know, running errands with the wife, typical Saturday stuff. So I'm watching this fella. He shows up, and he's working back here. He's 7 o'clock in the morning, I guess. He starts working, you know. He's working away, working away, working away. And I mean, he's not building a kit. Like, he's building a shed, one piece at a time, and the frame goes up and everything. And I'm watching this guy. He knows what he's doing. This guy's working hard, and he knows what he's doing. So lunchtime comes, and I'm watching. And this old feller, he just slowly keeps at her. Just keeps going. Doesn't not stop for lunch. So maybe he's one of these 1 o'clock guys instead of noon, right? No, sir. 1 o'clock comes, he just keeps working, no lunch. So maybe he's like Buck and the rest of my crew. Some days we don't have lunch till 2:30, depending on what we find ourselves doing and when we have time to eat. It's just the way it is when you're making money, right? And so yeah, 2:30, same thing, nothing, right? This guy just keeps going and going and going, and he just keeps working. It's a hot day in the summer, you know. He's got his water, but that's about it. And he's just working away. So in the summertime, you'll never find me cooking in the house. You know, I barbecue every night, just rain or shine. That's the way it is. Especially on a Saturday. Saturdays, I'm cooking like steaks or burgers or something, you know, always something good, eh? So on this particular day, my wife, she makes a nice big like macaroni salad, and I'm putting these cheeseburgers on, cooking up all these cheeseburgers for dinner because, you know, it's like 4:30, 4 o'clock, whatever. It's getting on dinner time. I'm going to eat by 5, eh? So Heather comes out. I'm getting the barbecue ready. And she's like, how many do you want? You know, I'm like a 2-burger kind of fella. She likes to have just one. We cook one for each of the dogs, right? So there's 5 burgers, and I tell Heather, I'm like, hey, throw on 2 more. She's looking at me like, what? I'm like, throw on 2 more burgers on that plate for this barbecue, please. She's like, you want 2 more burgers? And I'm like, I want to cook 2 more burgers, yeah. And she stands there for a minute looking And she looks over and she kind of smiles. She's like, "You're gonna feed that guy, aren't you?" And it's like, yeah, that guy's been working all day long, and I ain't seen him stop once for a break, right? Like, and this guy don't know me. I don't know him. He don't know me. He's just working for a new tenant that moved in, right? I didn't even really know Preston at this point. He was brand new. I really didn't know him. So, I get these burgers all made up, right? Get this guy 2 burgers, nice big bowl of salad, get him a nice cold can of pop. My wife and I walk over there. I'm like, "Oh, hey, break time, let's go, come on, eat," and this guy's like, "What, what's going on?" And we're like, "No, no, hey, buddy," I'm like, "I've been watching you eat all day, I've been watching you work all day and not eat." I'm like, "Here, I made you dinner." I'm like, "I'm barbecuing, it's Saturday, bro. I see you working, man, working hard all day. I'm goddamn well feeding you, sir." And that's just the way it is, right? I ain't taking no for an answer. And I never seen a guy smile so big in my life, He was hungry. He was hungry. So it was a while after that, Preston come home, and I happened to be over there for something, shooting the shit with the guy. And Preston comes rolling in with some hot dogs and sausages and stuff for the guy. Like, "Hey, man, I brought you dinner." And the guy's like, "Man, I just ate. I'm stuffed." And Preston's like, "You just ate? Well, how did you eat? What did you eat?" And he's like, "These guys fed me." And Preston's just looking at me like, "These are my neighbors. Like, I don't even know these guys, right?" And yeah, hey, But like I said, respect for the working man. Yeah. Especially a guy that's a little older than me. He's working all day. It's Saturday. Buck's cooking. Buck's doing okay. I'm fine. I mean? I can afford some extra food to feed a man that I just watched work all day long. That's that, eh? So that's my little working man story for tonight. This will be story number 3. So as of tonight, I'll start marking that down. We'll start at 3, and then we'll just go for, and I'll just lead up. But yeah, there's that one, and I do have another working man story that I had thought of, something like that kind of slips in my mind right now. Like I say, I got to remember these things as I go, but there is another one that I'll have out for you guys that I remembered earlier, and right now it escapes me, but I do have another story, and when I get thinking about it, there'll be lots of them, right? But that one's one that I wanted to tell. You know what I mean? That's like one of the nicest things you could do for somebody when they don't see it coming. You know what I mean? Literally, you should have seen the look on this guy's face. He didn't see that coming at all. You know what I mean? But hey, you're in my neighborhood, baby. I'm going to take care of you, especially when you're taking care of mine. You're taking care of my neighbors, I'm taking care of you. That's the way it is. We all work together. We all got to work together. We should all work together. But yeah, that ain't never going to happen. But hey, we can dream, right? So anyways, you guys, I'll let you go. I've been busy. Haven't been able to get to work. I'm going to work out in either, but I haven't got a story out for a day or two. Just been way too busy. My wife and I are catching up, running around, getting stuff done. But the two of us put our heads together, and there's nothing we can't do. So that's another very good thing. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed that little story. I know it's just a short one. Some of them will be, but that's a very good, true story about a working man and another working man and my wife. And the salad was very good, by the way, Heather. So anyways, you guys all take it easy. Love you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.